The Jungian shadow is not a monster. It is a motor. You were taught to purge it. That made you weak. Shadow means the parts you disown, impulses you judge, talents you hid to keep the mask clean. Jung called it a moral problem because it is energy, not evil by default. Drive with no steering wheel. Here is the simple map. Persona is the mask you show the tribe. Shadow is the pressure that mask throws into the basement. Pressure becomes behavior when you are tired or triggered. In psychology, we call that a complex, a bundle of memory, emotion, and reflex. It acts like a small mind inside your mind. It seizes the wheel when you are not looking. You feel it as heat, envy, rage, fear that scans for exits. That heat is approach fuel waiting for a target. Name it and you gain a handle. Bind it and you gain a worker. This is not positive thinking. This is power management. 30 seconds from now, you will know how to leash it. What you are about to hear will change how you use anger, envy, and fear. Not someday. Today, here is the cost of pretending you have no shadow. It does not vanish. It migrates. Repressed drive leaks as sabotage. You promise focus. You open a tab. You promise kindness. You snipe. You promise discipline. You binge. Psychology has a name for this. Suppression rebounds. Push a thought down and it returns stronger. That is not mystery. That is how attention works. Complex is love fatigue, late night, low blood sugar, too many notifications. The small mind inside your mind takes the wheel. Body first, jaw tight, chest hot, heart rate up. Then the story arrives to justify the move. I deserve this. They started it. I will start tomorrow. Now the external trap. Feeds are trained on your unclaimed energy. Anger holds attention. Envy holds attention. Fear holds attention. The platform does not care which. It cares that you do not look away. You scroll. Your nervous system learns the rhythm of outrage. That rhythm becomes home base. Home base becomes identity. This is the part no one admits. If you do not give the shadow a job, someone else will. A boss. An algorithm. A tribe that needs a villain. Years pass like this. Not from lack of will, from lack of steering. But here is the turn you can use. What hijacks you is also what can move you. Bind the same voltage to a chosen task, and the leak slows. Containment before cure. Job before judgment. If this already stings, good. Pain is a map. Follow it to the handle. In the next minute, I will show you where it sits. Now the lab facts. Anger is not only fight or flee. Anger often points forward. Studies link anger with approach motivation and greater left frontal activity. That is a steering signal you can recruit. Name the feeling and you weaken the spike. Affect labeling reduces amygdala reactivity while recruiting control regions. Say the word and the alarm drops a notch. Switching control is a network move. The right frontoinsular hub helps flip the brain from the default mind-wandering network to the task network. Spot the cue. Flip the switch. Do the task. Memories are not stone. When you briefly reactivate a fear and pair it with new action, you can update the trace during reconsolidation. The response weakens and can stay weak. This is how triggers become handles. Your demon is a circuit. Learn the order and it pulls for you. Here is the human loop, not the fairy tale. A spark, a swell, a story, a move. The spark is small, a look that lingers, a message that lands crooked, a memory with teeth. The knock at the door, the body answers first. Jaw sets, heat climbs the chest. Breath steps up a rung. This is your interoceptive radio, not fate. A signal asking for assignment. Then the mind's lawyer arrives. It drafts a brief in seconds. They don't respect me. I'm behind. I deserve relief. The brief argues for yesterday's habit. And then the move. Scroll. Snipe, binge. You pay with hours and call it normal. But the loop is only practice with a mask on. Depth psychology names the actor. A complex. A little city in the skull with its own weather. Parts Work names it too. A protector who learned one trick in a storm and never stopped using it. Don't banish it. Hire it. Give it a job with walls. Pick one trigger you can smell from across the street. Public doubt? Romantic envy? Money panic? Circle it. That's door one. Behind that door is fuel. Bind it to one outlet that cannot harm. 50 honest words on the page. 10 clean push-ups. One message that asks for what you want. One bar of music that moves the air. Set the vessel so the fire behaves. 2 minutes only. One place where you do it. One cue on the body. Thumb to ring finger as the leash. When the fingers touch, the contract begins. If guilt wanders in, let it pass like fog. Guilt is smoke from old rituals, not guidance. If fear tightens the room, shrink the task. Half the reps, half the time. Still count it. Completion teaches, when the 2 minutes end them. Say done out loud. Release the hand. Return to an easy breath. No bonus promises. No victory laps. Clean exit. Repeat with the same trigger for 7 days. You're not changing your nature. You're retraining a citizen of the inner city to carry bricks for the bridge you actually need. You don't conquer the shadow. You put it on payroll and pay it with purpose. The shadow is not the villain. It is unpaid strength. Persona keeps you pretty. Shadow keeps you powerful. You choose who gives the orders. Trade the old prayer for a contract. Not peace. Leverage. Envy becomes rehearsal. You practice what you once resented. Anger becomes boundary plus build. You say no, and you make something. Fear becomes precision. You plan with cold hands and clear sight. Stop asking to be calm. Ask to be effective. You are the foreman. The engine waits for your signal. You do not become someone new. You become the one who assigns the work. Now a short ritual. 1 minute, all in the head. Catch the spark. Name the drive in one word. Anger, envy, panic. Say it under your breath or in the mind. Now draw a triangle in imagination. Top point is you. Left point is the drive. Right point is the task. Place the word inside the left point. Place one tiny task in the right point. 50 honest words. 10 clean reps. 1 message sent. 1 bar of music. Speak the order line once. Anger, carry 50. Envy, do 10. Fear. Plan 3 steps. Ring a mental bell. Begin. 2 minutes only. Eyes wherever they need to be. No breathing ritual. No pep talk. Just the task. When the task is done, close the triangle. Say the word done. License to depart. Let the image fade. That is the hire. A haunting turned into labor. Repeat on the same spark until it comes when called. This isn't a license to harm. The vow forbids collateral damage. Name, bind, build. Never bite. What about trauma? If the body floods, stop. Find a guide. Choose gentle outlets only. No self-surgery on fresh wounds. Will anger consume me? Unnamed anger wears your face. Named anger wears a leash. You hold the leash. Is repression ever useful? Cold storage buys time, not freedom. Use it briefly, then transmute. What if the rite doesn't work? Shrink the move. 1 minute, 1 line, return tomorrow. Is positivity enough? Sun without roots falls over. We grow by light and depth. Shadow is depth. My drive is ugly. Trade weapon for tool, blade to chisel, dominance to disciplined practice, hunger to saving and build, desire to art that harms no one. How do I know I'm not fooling myself? Watch omens, not fantasies. 1 small work finished each day. Less scrolling, fewer petty fights. Sleep that lands without argument. Do I have to believe in spirits? Number. Call it ethics, drill, or prayer. The mechanism holds name, bind, complete, release. If harm would follow, step back. Adjust the vow. choose cleaner work. Light without shadow is theater. We're here for the real thing. Here is the law. Name the heat. Bind it to one clear act. Finish. Release. Voltage without a vessel is a fire. With a vessel, it is craft. Persona is the mask. Shadow is the motor. You are the one at the wheel. Envy becomes rehearsal. Anger becomes boundary and build. Fear becomes precision. Not peace at any price. Power you can steer. Say it plain. Name, bind, work, seal. Repeat until it's a habit with teeth. Make a 24-hour vow. Choose one trigger you know by scent. Speak its one-word name in the mind. Draw the triangle inside. Top. You, left, the drive, right, the work. Place the word on the left point. Place a tiny act on the right. 50 honest words. 10 clean reps. One message asked. One bar of music. Give the order once. Anger carry 50. Envy do 10. Fear list 3 steps. Ring the inner bell. Begin. 2 minutes only. Eyes where they need to be. No extra flourishes. When it's done, close the figure. Say done. License to depart. Let the image fade. Run this twice today. Same trigger, same act. Let it learn to come when called. Leave a trace below. Unbound, and one line of what you bound and made. Join the circle. Subscribe if you walk with your shadow and refuse the leash on your throat. If this video shifted something in your mind, you're ready for the next level. Download my free ritual guide in the description. No catch, just pure psychological alchemy you can use tonight. If you want to go deeper, hit the initiation playlist. It's your step-by-step journey into breaking unconscious patterns and mastering your own mind. Both links are waiting below. Your transformation starts now.